I'm doing this tier list based off of experimentals and what I've been seeing in scrims. I don't know if I'm going to be right or wrong, but let's get right into this, because I do want to get back to studying or getting food or whatever I want to do. I don't know. Did I come into a YouTube vid? Yeah. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi. Hi, YouTube. Alright. So, let's see what I'm thinking here. Let's get tanks out of the way, alright? So if you guys aren't familiar with the patches, Kree got a roll buff, where his roll goes farther and he can jump and roll at the same time. Acapella is better than Paz? True. You know what? True. Whatever. And Orisa got a buff. Hog got a buff, but it's not really that big, because it's just like it pulls him closer. And also Bap got a buff, because now his ult charges even faster than it did before, which I don't think was necessary. But, let's get right into this. We're gonna do tanks first. There has to be a tank that's bad. But honestly, map dependent wise, all of them are pretty good. All of them are pretty good. I'm going to start out with D.Va being S tier because she is used in every comp right now. She's very good. With the new changes, the Reaper Brawl thing was still good in previous patches. This is off of just one scrim though of experimental, so this is just what I think is good. I'm going to put Rein's C tier. The thing is, while you are playing a Brawl, Rein is not as good as Winston because of Winston's mobility and the way that the comp is played. He jumps in the air. Rein just isn't as good. He gets the job done, but you know what? Then I'll put him on a B tier actually, because he's still good, but not meta. Ball's in the same boat. He can be run, but Sombra. So that's that. Zarya, I put high B tier. High B tier. Because she's still, Double Bubble's still a comp, but it's just not good anymore, if that makes sense. Of course that makes sense. You know, why wouldn't that make sense? She's just not good anymore. What other tanks do we have? Winston, I put top of A tier. Sigma, top C tier. He's good, but D.Va's better, I think. He's good with the comp that I'm about to tell you guys. But I just think he's very situational. And Hog, same thing. Sig Hog on Junkertown with a Mercy Zen is still a good comp. But on other maps, not as good. And then the last but not least, I hate to say this, but I'm going to put Orisa top of B tier. I'm going to put her up there. I think Orisa's really good on defense now, and Spam is very strong against Brawl. In that case, though, just for the sake of having more of an equilibrium, I'm going to move these guys down. I think that looks pretty solid. I hate putting things D tier, but I want this list to be a little bit more balanced. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to switch Ball and put Hog up there, because Hog's a little bit of an enigma. Because I'm not sure if he'll actually be good on some maps. Actually, just in general, you know what? Let's do that. That looks better. That looks better. I like that. Okay. I'm going to start going into DPS. For the homies on Instagram, I'm sorry. Bastion is still D tier. He's still D tier in my opinion. Let's see, another character that's not that great. To be honest, all these DPS characters have their uses other than Echo. I just, she's not bad, but I don't, I'm not going to put her in D tier because, she still can be run in comp. They're still decent. I'm just trying to think of a character that, isn't very good. I think a lot of the characters are going to go in C tier, but okay. A tier, bottom A tier is Ashe. Like she's moving down. She's still run. Like she's still good on like a lot of maps, but I still put her down on the list just because she's not as potent. Where's Sombra? Yeah, Sombra S tier. Like she's just so good right now. That should be a no-brainer. She's one of the best characters in the game, to be real with you, right now. She's just really versatile in the comps that are good. Kree. I'll put Kree. Oh wait, this is with experimental. So here's the thing, right, chat? I think Kree is no longer C tier. I think he's a little bit of a weird one, so I'm gonna put him in the middle of the list. Against the dive, he's a lot better now because he can survive a lot easier. And this is just my speculation because I haven't really tested this. Because before, when Winston would jump in, he'd cause like, if they drove Kree to like, he's in the air and then he's immobile and then he's dead. But now the roll goes farther and he can roll while he gets jumped. Like when he gets slammed or when he gets jumped, he can roll out of it. So I feel like Kree, he has a lot more sustain with that roll than people think. Like his mobility is a lot better because the thing that was really, why he was really weak before was because he just couldn't roll out of it. So I think that Kree is still really good. Like not really good, but like he might get some more use. I'm not sure though, because his firing rate is still a little tough. Okay, let's see. Situational DPS, Junk, and Sim, but they're a little more. They're less situational than all this stuff. But they're still situational. Oh yeah, Brig D. Forgot. Oh well, she's not a DPS, but she might as well be. So we're just gonna put. I just saw her and just had to put her in the bottom. Genji's gonna put him top D tier. My thing with Genji is why would you run Genji if you can run a 6-man dive, or you can run a brawl? Like, just why would you run Genji? Genji just there's no use. There's literally no need to run Genji. You know. Tracer. I put her above Ashe. She's really strong. She's still she's still strong in a lot of comps. Not like the meta, but she's still good if you're trying to run like something that's not just meta every game. Depends on your team's playstyle. With that being said, I'm putting Echo bottom B. My thing is like, why would you ever run Echo? Like she's still good, but she's not situational. So why is Echo even B tier? She's worse than Genji. Like I think you'd probably just run a more organized comp more with Genji than Echo. I don't know. That's just me. I don't like Echo. I mean, she's okay. Actually, no, she is good in any EU comp that I know of. Like the comp's kind of based off her. So maybe. Which I think. Well, now that Orisa's better, I think Torb is. He has like a lot of use, so I'll put him bottom B tier because like. He's good for like weird comps that you can counter with, which I do see a lot, and that's kind of what I'm classifying Orisa as. Like she's good in like weird stuff that you can experiment with. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see here. Doomfist. Doomfist I'm gonna put above. Just the thing is like I feel like Hackfist is still strong. Like I feel like Hackfist is a really good comp now. I kind of want to try it. Or I want to better understand why Hackfist isn't being run right now. Maybe it's because Reaper... I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I'll look into that. Reaper A tier... A tier just because he's in meta, but not because he's good in anything else. Like he's only really good in meta in my opinion. Encountering a dive because it's like hard brawl with dive, if that makes sense. Mei I'm gonna put bottom B tier because you can run it with a brawl on some maps. Actually no, because it's situational. I'm just gonna put her on top of C tier just because I just don't think she's good, like super good. Pharah, like Pharah's always gonna be decent, but it's niche. I'm gonna put her on C tier. Soldier 76, usually better than Kree, or at least I thought, but now with the Kree's new changes, I'm putting him top of B tier because I have hope for him. I'll put Soldier above Torb, because maybe you still run a Soldier and like a Tracer Soldier dive, but I just don't see that one being run a whole lot anymore. Widow's A tier just because Widow's A tier. She's really good on double sniper maps, and she's still a good character that you can just swap to and get picks on because it's Widow. And last but not least, Hanzo, bottom B tier. He's like on. I want to put him bottom B tier just because I want to balance it out a little more, but I think he's like a Junkertown specialist kind of vibe. I kind of want to make this though, like, so it's all stacked, if that makes sense. I don't know if I can do that though. No. Unless I move something like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Alright, now support. Lucio 8 S tier. Why do I think Lucio's S tier? Well, 6-man dive. 6-man dive, the EU comp, the Brawl comp, the Reaper Sombra Brawl comp. I think Lucio's really strong, and you kind of need him. He's kind of a must pick, because if you don't have speed, you lose. Same thing with Moira. She's just really good right now too. The way that, like, how fast she can build Cole. These characters, I'm pretty sure these characters were S tier last video too. Just that new comps are emerging that they're not like as potent as the Reaper thing, but like they're still good, if that makes sense. I think that Mercy, bottom A tier, she's really good with like double sniper comps. I think Bap Mercy's really good. But yeah, Bap hasn't been up here for a while. I'm going to put Bap right next to Orisa because they're two characters that can be run first point defenses that are just really strong. And they're going to, I'm seeing more playtime, so I'm emerging them from last time we saw through the last Meta Monday. Brig we already put down bottom, and Zen goes with that as well. Because Bap Zen, Mercy Zen, just they're good characters, and I hate to do it. I really do. But I just don't think On is good anymore. I just don't. Because Double Bubble's gone compared to the Reaper comp. You could run an On a Mercy. But I'm doing this for the content, guys. I'm doing this for the content. Ana there. Ana's kind of bad right now. In theory, she shouldn't be, but she's kind of bad because why run Ana when you can run Moira, Lucio? I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, Volskaya defense, maybe you can run a double sniper. Double sniper, like Ashe, Mercy, Ana, Tracer. Like, maybe you could argue that, but if you're running, like, then why not run Bap? Like, okay, Skyward said it on stream today, like, and everything's Brawl, Bap's usually just better than Ana, and in everything's Dive, Moira is better than Ana. Like, she can do both comps, just not, like, as effectively as the other kits were made to, which is just annoying, but that's just how, that's how Ana is, I guess, now, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, you know? But yeah, that's my tier list. Don't poop on me too hard. I have to say that word because wait, actually I don't get paid, so I won't even get demonetized. Yeah. So if you liked the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment how I can do things better. I do read those comments, and I did switch my mic. Whoever did do that comment, I forget the name, but I did like fix it literally right after. I just had to fix some audibility problems, which I knew I had, but I just never got to. But until next time, guys, which will be Wednesday at the time of this video. I do stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m. Until next time, guys, I gotta peace out and paz out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.